We on Twitch and YouTube.
Which one is recording?
Both.
Is
Twitch and YouTube.
they record? Okay, whatever. Hi.
Hi.
So black people are black peopling. Hi, welcome to Metro Birds. Metropolitan Black Nerds. I am here with my co-host, Kitty Lorraine.
Hello, hello. It's your girl,
my-
Kitty Lorraine.
With my producer, Ashley Dawkins.
Meow, hi.
And returning for her brand new, she's been here the whole time. Y'all just need to learn your business. Darling Lauren.
Hi.
She's back.
I'm back.
Bruh. Hi, guys.
Hi.
How are you guys doing?
We good, you know.
Stress up or stress down?
Kind of like, I'm not stressed, but I'm not like 100% like relaxed neither. Because like, you know, got to worry about the world and stuff. We supposed to get Canada Air again. We supposed to, like, I'm concerned and I'm afraid. Truly.
Yeah,
so
no, my boss like officially told us to wear masks tomorrow. He's like, please don't die. It's not like I'm going to pay you if you miss work, but like, since you're going to come, you should try not to
It's
die.
almost as if he could have told us not to come.
You know what?
shit. Well,
That's a lot of coulda, woulda, shouldas.
Yeah.
And the answer
Can
is
still happen. Probably will still happen for me anyway.
Oh,
tough.
that I'm
It will
sick.
be tough, but not for me.
I heard you.
The I'm sick energy.
Aha. Aha.
Yo, so what's everybody's geek of the week or scuff your Tims? Anything scuffs your Tims or geeks you out? What's making you feel special?
Why don't you go first? You always, you know, you announce it. You don't really get to go first a lot, so go first.
Aw, she thinking about me. It's so sweet. So I got a couple because it's like it's been a weekend. It's my geek of the week has been Pride. I love Pride. I am such a crybaby at Pride. Like my Cancer energy like just becomes like a butterfly. Everybody's like, you know, I've been gay out loud for like 4 years, or this is my first Pride. I'm like, baby, come here, let me hug you, sweet pea. I'm so nice to people that I don't like. It is so hilarious. Like I'm really like social with like people that I would never contest with. And it was funny because I went out with a group of younger people, and while we were partying, it was one of those usual darkest person in the room statistics, life happens. But when I was introduced to everyone, one couple just dismissed me completely. Now let me explain to you. This had to be explained to me about 3 or 4 hours later. They're like, oh, they weren't talking to you, ma'am. I didn't know they existed. I didn't even know they were part of our party. I went to go get food. Like, once I realized that, like, the people that I was talking to were in deep conversations that I did not really need to be a part of. Like, they started talking about alumni stuff, and I'm like, I'm only, like, half an alumni from that school. Like, I know what one of the hallways looks like. I don't think I have enough, like, experience to be like, yeah, I'm going to rep the purple and yellow for this one. Like,
Half an alumni is crazy, though.
yo. I'm like, I'm older. I went to the school. Did I graduate from it? No, I went to a real school. Sorry, leave me alone. Like, I was elsewhere. I left the city. I couldn't handle going to school in the city again. But I love Pride so much that, like, even when they tell me about people who dismiss me, I'm like, first of all, I don't mind the business that doesn't mind me.
Right.
So if you're doing your own thing and you don't care about me, that is okay. Because I promise you, the people who do care about me wouldn't do the things you did, one, and two, probably beat your ass if you tried it. So like, I'm okay. I'm okay. You haven't started anything with me. But I also get a lot of, especially being a happy black in public, everybody wants to talk to you. So like, every time I'm walking around, some guy from Vermont was like, have you tried, no, he was from Connecticut, and he was like trying to make me try Vermont maple syrup. I firmly looked at him and I was just like, but maple syrup comes from Canada. I know maple syrup comes from Vermont, but I just enjoyed watching him geek over how good maple syrup is and that he taps it. His girlfriend taps the maple syrup from the tree. I was like, oh, so you tapping that? Cool. And he loved it. He's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, you're so cute. Come, do you need a hug too? Everybody gets a hug today. It was hilarious.
Nice.
Everybody who tells me it's their first day, you can see the tears just welling up in my eyes. Like, really, it's your first day? Are you sure? Do you need a hug? I was carrying my picnic basket all weekend. Mm-hmm. So I was just telling everybody to just call me Dorothy. The friend of the gays. Like, everybody's a friend of Dorothy back in the day. But I was just like, just call me Dorothy. What's your name? Dorothy the Bee. How you doing?
That's a good geek.
It was so cute. I enjoyed it so much. And I'm going again next year because YOLO, swaggins, and people need to enjoy life more. Pride is about being weird. It's not about anybody's like specific journey. It's about not being on the heteronormative journey.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And you can be who you want to be. You can be as weird as you want to be. You can expose yourself to as much information as you want to expose yourself to. And it's okay on Pride Weekend. Like, you just do it. Like, I know I saw half titties everywhere. It's cool. It's Pride. Makeouts everywhere. It's cool. It's Pride. You'll be all right. What's your geek of the week? See, this is why I don't go first.
I think mine is, and I'm not currently playing, but I've been around a lot of Street Fighter 6 lately. So that has come out recently. Been going to next level. There was a tournament actually at Spin. Whatchamacallit was throwing that. John Henley's thing. Yeah, they had a little something. So it seems like a lot of people are excited about it, which is kind of like cool. I feel like when Street Fighter V came out, like a lot of people were not that interested in it. Yeah. So with Street Fighter 6, there's a lot of like the old heads kind of coming back, but also a lot of new people are coming too. And I think it has to do with the large cash prize at Evo. I think it's $1 million. I think it's something crazy like.
So now I gotta play this game. I gotta learn. I'm so mad about that.
Now we gotta learn how to play
Street Fighter.
So I think everyone's just trying to get
They're gonna be mad if I win with Chun-Li. Because I know I'm gonna play Chun-Li. That's gonna be my character. So they're gonna be mad when this random black girl goes.
I mean, there is a black character named Kimberly in Street Fighter 6.
What does she fight like?
She is like a ninja. Yeah, ninja who like listens to music that like pumps her up and just spray paints and yeah.
Okay, I just want to know what ninja school she went to that like allowed spray printing, but cool, whatever. You know what? It's almost as bad as being a redhead in comics. Across the board, every redhead turns into a black woman at some point. It's really great. I want you to just look at it twice. It's great.
So I'll get representation.
You get your representation. You just take out half of Ireland while doing it.
One of them gotta go. They can't both get it.
Yeah. they will support the Irish or the blacks. We can't do both. No. So, Kitty, what's your geek of the week? What's scuffing your Timbs?
Well, my geek of the week is I went to one of my friend's weddings on Sunday, and it was really nice and really happy for her and her family. It was really beautiful. I got sick, but it was still great to go. Yeah, till it's over time. What's scuffing my Timbs, though, I'm a little upset because I just realized that on July 15th is Curl Fest. And I didn't get any promo for it. Usually there's like a whole bunch of shit up like, oh, Curl Fest is happening, da-da-da-da-da. And I haven't been since the pandemic happened. But I have plans already that day, so I don't think I'll be able to go, depending on if I could like retime it. But, I miss Curl Fest. And if for anybody who doesn't know what Curl Fest is, it's this massive gathering of natural hair in New York City. So there's obviously it's a lot of black women there, a lot of black men there. Everybody's celebrating their hair. And you get like, they have good vendors, they give you good swag. And it's just that time to embrace yourself and that part of yourself. So like I said, I'm a little upset that I'm gonna be missing it because like I haven't been to Crow Fest with my locks yet,
Oh, that's true. I think the last time we went was together.
Yeah, last time we went was me, you, and Kayla, and we had fun. It was great. But I was rocking my fro that day. I had my little puff like the lovely Miss Dawkins right here. Hers is prettier though. But yeah, I'm just learning how to love on my locks actually, like in 2023. So I would like to celebrate them with my, kinfolk. So I know that sounded good and like a happy thing, but it scuffs my Timbs that I can't go. So
that's the best kind of scuff, the ones that you can just wipe away with fixing it later.
Yeah, I'll go next year. I'll prioritize it.
And you know what? I love going to Conference because they have all the best like new products.
Yes.
Like last time I went, I got put on. And it wasn't even just being put on to products; it was being put on to methodology.
Yes.
To how to take care of your hair, and like becoming like focused on like taking care of yourself, like making a flow chart to how to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Ash.
Hi.
I guess mine is both a Geek of the Week and Scuff My Timbs.
That's kind.
It's just life in general. All right, y'all. Okay, so what I'm about to say is about to sound outlandish, but I took it and made it something positive. So just bear with me.
Okay.
Talk your shit.
So
last week, I was talking to somebody, and this person was like a million years my senior. But anyways, what they said to me was that I was uneducated.
Wait, shut up.
Stop it right now. I'm sorry. Okay.
My laugh ain't pretty enough for this conversation.
No, because
keep going.
Go ahead.
Take your space, ma'am.
Yeah, you got the floor.
So, when I first heard that, I was like, Like, I don't have 2 bachelor degrees and several certificates, and at the young age of 22, what are you talking about? But then, I took it in, And I didn't internalize it in a negative way, but maybe that is just the reality. Maybe I am just, bear with me, uneducated. Bear with me. I said you have to bear with me. Y'all faces.
Don't pay attention to the face. You gotta talk to change our faces.
You gotta pull us in.
Because outlandish is right. Go ahead.
Because while I am a very brilliant person and I will do my best to go out and seek knowledge, obviously there is still knowledge in the world that I do not yet have.
Yes, ma'am.
Which was crazy of that gazillion-year-old person to come and tell me to compare their knowledge to mine. But
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to keep a straight face. I promise.
But I did take it as I should be learning more. And I'm never afraid to learn more. So I took it as advice, if that makes sense. To just explore the world around me more. Have new experiences here, there, and everywhere. And I am having new experiences every day. So in that sense, I didn't appreciate that advice. But I did take it and was like, you know what? You're not 100% wrong. It was crazy of you to say the way you said it. But you have a point in terms of, like, I do need to, like, go out and seek more information,
Okay.
And educate myself a little more, quote unquote.
Let me tell you, that medicine was served with literal salt inside of it. Like, don't do that to yourself. Like, sometimes, there are things to learn in the world. There are lots of things to learn. And I'm the biggest advocate of getting educated, even if you're, and defining your education, because education can be defined by,
so real. Yeah,
by
there's
a lot
different
of
ways.
Things.
Yep.
So don't take something.
I didn't take it negatively. No, it was crazy enough to say. Obviously, like you are ancient. You've known the world. Let's relax.
Yes.
But
Fossilized.
Shut up, please, because I can't keep a straight face.
However, I was like, you know what? I do need to learn more about the world. I'm trying to be the most pain in the ass polymath to ever exist. I was telling Miss B earlier. We're talking polymath. Like they know a lot about the world. Like they know a lot about everything.
Mm-hmm. You are a
so
polymath.
I am. Okay, didn't know because I'm here thinking like trigonometry, calculus, and then
No,
I mean, I've studied those too, but
I was like real concerned because I was like, I don't think that's that. I didn't even think that title associated with me because it was like math, and I went
Yeah, fizzle.
You watched Hamilton. I'm a polymath, pain in the ass, a massive pain. But anyways, I was telling the B earlier that I think I'm Alexander Hamilton reincarnated. Yeah.
And I looked at her and said like she was a dumbass.
Yeah, I'd like. I would really like if you could unpack that.
Yeah, please, because you know you have your own thoughts about it. She needs to unpack it first before we defeat the whole conversation. So please.
Y'all, obviously I'm not a white man. Like, let's start there.
I want to know. This is why I'm asking.
No, he's an immigrant.
All right, let's take it. Let's calm down. Europeans are immigrants too to America. Okay.
From an island.
Girl. But you know.
Nah. What the?
Y'all are so unserious. But he was a massive jackass. Like, he was a massive
jackass.
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
And the same way I read about Socrates, and he was just going around making people upset just for questioning them about things. I kind of want to do that too, like. Yeah, so I just want to be a jerk, I guess.
It's fun, but like you lose friends pretty easily. Speaking from
I'd have to have them to start, so.
It's.
Well,
please don't say that out loud. That hurt. I was like, wait a minute. That reminds me of me. You giving me PTSD whenever you say things that are depressing because I'm like,
apologies.
no, I've said that. I've said that out loud. I've said that out loud often. Almost every birthday, I'm like, I don't have friends. These bitches there looking at me like, so who are we? Are we ghosts? Do you need a UEG board in order to talk to us? What is happening? I'm just like...
No, but the moral of the story is I just want to learn more because I just love knowledge and I love learning stuff. And if I could be a professional student for the rest of my life, I promise you I would. Like, at the end of every semester, I just write a paper about what I've learned and, like, deep dive into certain things. Like, I really would.
Okay.
Oh, you're willing to write that letter, that essay.
Hell yeah. That's the best part.
You're right. And I get to analyze and reread and analyze, write this sentence some more. Yeah, I'm a real nerd in that way.
Oh, I'm a different kind of writer. If it writes, and what I wrote is what I wrote, and you can correct it, but what I wrote is what I wrote. And oftentimes I've gotten really good grades with no corrective action. I don't know why, because I often hand my stuff in early just so. That was my first issue. I used to hand in my stuff early because I was raised by teachers. So I knew if I sent it in, whatever it is, my family would tear it to shreds and send it back to me. Then I started sending it in, and I just got grades. They're like, congratulations, here's your B+, here's your A-, here's your... And I was like, okay. Like, so now it's just like the whole concept of overanalyzing and reanalyzing. I have a hard time watching movies twice. But at the same time, I can watch a movie once and know the lyrics to like, and can quote the movie. I'm insane. It's okay. Do not try to learn the way I try to learn because I am not a neurotypical learner. And I think everyone has their own way of learning. Like how I had to learn how to do my hair.
I still need to learn to do my hair.
See?
You know, it's crazy. Like the person that you are today and the person you were, like, I'm about to speak for myself, like 4 or 5 years ago, completely different people. Like, bro, I had permed hair. I was mentally colonized, y'all. OMG, that was so crazy. Like, it was because my grandmother didn't want to do my hair because, you know, she was an old lady.
Yeah.
But damn, y'all, I was really walking around with that damaged hair.
Yeah, girl.
Oh my goodness.
We all been slaves to the creamy crack. Like,
Yes.
hello.
Yes.
We all
I
had a
didn't do
phase.
my big chop till I graduated college.
I didn't do my big chop until I was working like in the real world, and I did it in the middle of a work shift.
Mm-hmm.
I was on lunch, and I was just like I was just feeling myself. Like it was around my birthday. I have a habit of just doing like my most light pivots. I pivot on my birthday, on or around my birthday. Sometime in July and sometime in January, I often pivot. Like whatever the pivot is, we don't know, but it's a pivot.
I know what this pivot is, but I'm not gonna say.
Exactly.
Let's be clear. The Bee's birthday is on Saturday upcoming. Tis the season.
I'm good
for the pivot.
I'm good for a pivot. If I review my life at a 6 month mark, at every 6 months, and decide what I'm changing. So oftentimes it seems like I'm changing my mind about different things, but no, I'm pivoting to see what my next road is, what the right road is for me. So like in January, I pivoted into paralegal work.
Yeah.
In July, I'm about to pivot into singledom.
No, but I feel you though, because literally like 3 days before my birthday, I broke up with the dude I was seeing, and I was like, I'm not going into my 22nd year of life talking to you. Like you're a complete
You're not
waste of
stressing
time.
yourself out.
I am not doing this with you. I'm not sorry, bro. Like, and I was gonna do it on his birthday, but I spared him. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it on my birthday.
Bruh, exactly. So you don't got no excuses.
Right.
I broke up with a guy on Christmas Eve. Again, pivoting season. Don't catch me during pivot season.
She might just decide to fire me during pivot season.
2 weeks before. Again, it's the week before the 6 month mark. So the week before January 1st and the week before July 1st. You do not want to mess with my emotions because I will pivot away from you. That sounds insane, but it's okay because it works. And honestly, I pivot back to people. I've used that as an opportunity to reach out to people. I've contacted people after, like, once I pivoted back, like, okay, I had to do some self-healing. Now I'm back to go talk to you again. It just might take that pivot is like a couple of pivots down the line. So you might not see that pivot for like 2 or 3, 4 or 5 times before I go, oh yeah, I should probably review things that I pivoted away from to pivot back. But that's like 4 pivots later. That's 2 years. Like now they're like, she hates me. Oh my God, I thought you hated me. It's like, ma'am, didn't care enough, but it's okay. Ashley, we want you to play a game.
Okay.
Let's play a game.
Let's play a game.
So we want you to play this game called Hair Nah. Have you heard about it?
No.
Okay.
Nah. It's
So Hair Nah was created by a black developer, and it's about actually open it up and start the game, and we want you to see the game. Those of you who are listening, we will tell you what's happening in this game as she's slapping it.
Huh?
Is it done?
It's hold on, because it takes some time.
Okay, my apologies.
Black people,
Hold on.
hold on. You know you're trying to give me some dead air time while we waiting for this, so we're just going to tell you how amazing your hair looks today.
For real?
Yeah.
Shut the F up.
Me.
Thank you.
Girl.
Appreciate it. I did my little rope twists on Friday. I put them in or whatever.
I actually sent you a video recently. It was some girl, she was acting ratchet, but her hair was so cute because she did the rope twist.
Ooh.
But she had like little moon bumps at the front,
Yeah, yeah.
and like the rest was like up and out, and it was just really cute. And she was living the best life because she was being twerking, but like you knew she was having a good time. Them ropes were not budging. They, like her hair, it don't move.
Rope twists are lit. No, ma'am.
All right, I'm gonna start the game. It's not.
Not right now, no. Not yet.
How about we just play it in real time?
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, I want to see what it says. You gotta say it.
Okay.
What it says. Go back.
So we're going to narrate. So what she's doing right now, she's looking at this.
Go back, restart.
You're pressuring me.
Oh.
Gee. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm going back. Did I just? I went back too far.
Well, you know what? That's okay because we're about to come up on commercial break. So we'll be back after that. We are Metro Blurs, Metropolitan Black Nerds. We'll be right back.
Metropolitan Blurs.
Do you have a legal issue, question, or concern? Turn to Ask the Lawyer. You have questions? We've got answers. For a consultation or to refer a client, visit www.askthelawyer.us. Again, www.askthelawyer.us. You can also register for our paralegal program, get legal news, business consults, or other information on educational issues. Yes, ask the lawyer. You have questions? We've got answers. For a consultation or to refer a client, visit www.askthelawyer.us. Again, www.askthelawyer.us.
Does the thought of bankruptcy keep you up at night? The fear of losing your home, the harassing calls from creditors, your wages being garnished. How will you survive? What will you do? The law firm of Figaro & Associates will protect you. Figaro & Associates is one of the most sophisticated consumer bankruptcy law firms in the country, and they will fight to protect your rights. Have the peace of mind knowing that your case is being handled by experienced consumer bankruptcy attorneys. Don't let the bank take your home. There is a way out. Call the law firm of Figaro & Associates today for a consultation. 855-768-8845. That's 855-768-8845. The law firm of Figaro & Associates will explain all your options and help you decide the best course of action. Schedule your consultation today. 855-768-8845 or visit 311bankruptcy.com. That's 855-768-8845 or visit 311bankruptcy.com and put those sleepless nights to bed.
Estate planning is a necessity, not a luxury. Let the law firm of Figaro & Associates help you protect your legacy, assets, and loved ones. Get estate planning consultation on wills, living trust and probate, power of attorney, health proxy, deed transfers, providing for special needs, disabled children and grandchildren, minimizing federal and state taxes. Call us right now at 855-768-8845. That's 855-768-8845. Or schedule an appointment at www.askthelawyer.us. That's www.askthelawyer.us.
Do you need to do a deed transfer? Figaro and Associates would be happy to help. We would be glad to assist you with adding a spouse, family member, or partner to a deed, removing an individual from a deed, and transferring a deed from an individual to a corporation, LLC, or trust. We would also assist you with advice on whether a deed transfer would violate the terms of your mortgage, advice on the best way to take title, whether it's tenants in common, joint tenancy, or rights of survivorship. We would also advise you on the best type of deed to use. For a consultation, call the law firm of Figaro and Associates at 855-768-8845.
Every day, thousands of people in New York State are injured in accidents. Many of them in automobile, bicycle, motorcycle, bus, cab, train, or pedestrian accidents. Most of them occur when drivers are texting while driving. Figaro and Associates can help you perfectly to get all your medical expenses reimbursed. In addition, we can advise you and take your case when you have experienced a dog bite, medical malpractice, slip and falls on the streets or in any public or private establishment in the state of New York. You can get your life back to the way it was. Call now, 855-768-8845. Again, 855-768-8845. Or visit us at 311personalinjury.com. Again, 311personalinjury.com. Get the right legal team that understands you in this hard situation.
Hi,
Hi, welcome back to Metro Blurs, Metropolitan Black Nerds. Hello. Before commercial break, we had our lovely producer, Miss Dawkins. She was about to play Here and All. So she gonna do that.
Thank you. We're traveling.
Okay.
Okay, you gotta click the arrow keys to swap the hands away. Fill the knob meter before timers that if you miss a hand or swap too much, the timer will go down. Ooh, on.
Got this.
Okay. This is so cute. That is cute.
So fluffy.
Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Yo, okay, so they're all white hair. So the game looks like, it's this black woman with a hairstyle, right? And so there's just these random white hands reaching out towards her, and when you click it, you swat away the hands. That's why it's called hair now, because you ain't touching my hair. That is so cute.
Nice.
Hair, yeah.
They had a cabinet at MagFest.
Is it attached to your head?
Can I touch it? I would do that. That sounds like I'll be on my PS4 live stream.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Not three at once.
Oh, they all came in here. Crazy.
That's called getting jumped.
Yo, why are all of
That's not a whole hate crime? Like,
yo.
Listen,
So
speaking
nice.
There's a reason why games like this exist, y'all. And I think we don't know what it is.
Don't touch my so fluffy.
I was given permission.
You was given permission by who?
Can I touch it?
It wasn't on
Is this person that you asked to touch their hair? Oh, shit.
Nice. Nah, cause story time. I was in college. I need the audience to know I do not have a filter. I don't know what a filter is.
Good job, Ms. Dawkins.
Since like Britta invented them. Like I don't know what that is. So this girl's asking me to do her hair. I start doing her hair. The oil, I don't need to put oil in because the oil is coming back at me. My hands were greasier from touching her hair than from, and I told her, I said, no, I'm gonna need you to wash your hair before you step foot, like before I touch your hair again. Respectfully, disrespectfully. I think she took it disrespectfully because she never came back. But like, sis, ill. Like, ma'am, you had locks. Your culture does not grow those naturally.
With the oil.
Wait, what? Dial back. She had locks and wanted you to braid her hair. You said yes?
I didn't know her hair had started locking until I went into the hair.
Oh dear.
Okay, that's what's up.
Now that's what they call
that
the
wasn't what's
monster.
up. That was what's down.
Yeah,
That was down. That was down and depressing. It was really, really not. It was the opposite of what is up.
Yeah. But how do you think? I'm thinking back to what Ms. Dawkins just said. So how do y'all feel about asking other black people to touch their hair?
Always.
Because I do.
Yeah.
I do. Like, literally, there's certain people I have to do it. Like, my little brother, every time I see him, and he's my brother, but I'm going to ask him because his hair is really soft. I don't think I've ever asked him to touch his hair. But Rob, our friend who was here for the Dungeons and Dragons episode, beautiful hair. No, I think I did ask him one time.
And you touched it.
I think it's okay. I think it's different.
I think asking is good etiquette and
Yes.
good engagement with other people, because so often do they not get asked. It's like the asking automatically will often give you the yes for the fact that you respected them enough to ask. And a lot of that is that's the part that's appreciated. Like, I can handle you touching my hair if you ask me to,
Right.
but if my personal space bubble just got popped because you decided that your curiosity beats my safety, then your safety now becomes at risk.
That's a fact.
Ooh.
Y'all know Caribbean people are mad superstitious. No one is supposed to be touching your hair for several reasons. Your hair is you. It's your story. It carries your memories. It carries so many things. B, they people them bad mind.
Yeah.
They touch your hair and all of a sudden you have hair loss like never before. Like you've been putting nair in your hair. Like
Jealousy.
bad mind. I killed them.
and it's honestly, it's very true. I'm not the type who shares I don't like going to hairdressers for that exact reason. I don't like doing my hair at other people's places for that exact reason, because whatever I'm like combing out my hair or whatever, I'm very clear to like, I collect everything.
If you're shedding,
I'm shedding. If it's all going into one pile, so I know where the hair went when I threw it out.
Yep.
And even when I go to my favorite thing to do is go to a hotel to wash my hair. Honestly, if we're going to cosplay, I promise you my hair will be washed by the end of that cosplay trip. I come home every time with a brand new washer set. Like, my hair is nice and washed, and it's this big old puff that I got to take home. But everybody's like, yeah, Leah washed her hair. Where's she at in the shower? It's her hair. Yeah, it's wet.
Have your parents ever told you to like collect all your hair to make a pillow for when you're dead? Oh, did I take it too far? I'm sorry. My
I want to hear more about it though. Why? What's the meaning behind it? The reason?
Like, as I said before, your hair like carries memories. It carries. So when you're dead and you don't want nobody to open you just carry all your hair and put it in a pillow, and that's for when you're dead.
Okay.
I just want to know exactly when are you supposed to start collecting this hair?
When you start shedding, I guess.
As soon as possible.
Listen, there's a whole bunch. I never heard that one. But there are a whole bunch of different hair superstitions, like certain, like Southern culture. Some people you're supposed to burn your hair.
Right.
If you
I know
ever see
that
your hair
one.
in the ground, you're supposed to burn it, because otherwise other people could use it to do root work on you. You don't want that. So yeah, hair does hold a lot of power. But what about those connotations that we have for each other as well?
What do you
So
mean?
like, hair is such a powerful tool. What you just said made a lot of sense. Like, there's a story there. It's a part of you. It's literally like an extension of you from your scalp. Like, that's crazy. But it's not always as appreciated. So like how I mentioned for my what scuffed my Timbs today with Curl Fest, that's a celebration of our hair. But we don't always celebrate our hair.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about people that's still getting their hair perm, because that don't mean that they don't love themselves. That don't mean they don't love their hair. That's their choice. Okay. Creamy crack is crack. Like, that's how you want to wear your hair cool. You're not betraying the people, but
You think people who take crack love themselves?
Well, I'm just saying, perming your hair. I know there's a stereotype behind that, and there's stereotypes behind different types of ways that you carry your hair. There's stereotypes behind having locks.
That is so true.
Like, come on, specifically with like Southerners and like Caribbean cultures.
African immigrants too. They see you grow your hair, especially men, past a certain length or in a certain way, and it is stereotyped like, oh, you're a Rasta now, or oh, you look dirty now, and it's like, why does my hair seem to be this unkempt, unnatural thing to you.
Right.
And I know it all stems from like slavery days where they literally like cut our hair off because yeah. But I'm like, damn, I love seeing little black babies with afros. They're so adorable. Like, they're so cute. I want to take them and run.
Yes.
And I'm like, I will never cut
babies with
my
dreads.
son's hair. I will never cut my
Let
son's
him choose
hair.
it.
I will not.
I'm gonna be honest. So I do agree there. So I've learned a lot of African nations. They have a culture of cutting off the first first cap, the first cap of hair that the kid has.
Yeah.
They chop it off at like age 3 or so, and then they let the hair
Southerners
grow
too.
out again. But I do love and I used to work at a daycare, so I had a lot of those kids who were like. There was one kid, he just had hair. The hair was longer than him. He was just Rapunzel, just walking around the office. And the worst part is he hated getting his hair done. I would have to sit down with him for him to get his hair done. I shouldn't be doing anybody's hair. And I'm sitting there like, come here, let's do the braids. You're okay. But when he finally got that hair chopped off, that was a new kid. I promise you. I've learned that the kids that had their hair very long, they go through like a personality shift with the first chop. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to put a finger on what's the cause or effect on it, but I do say that first chop affects the child's behavior.
That's part of their identity.
And sometimes, but it's more of a like wild child versus hitting civilization, because a lot of them, and again, not trying to put a finger on anything, but a lot of them, once they get that big chop, become very quote unquote normative behaved children. Like they just become like that child used to fight over everything, and now it's just like, do you want a cup? I'll go sit down. I'll do anything. I'm like, did they beat you while they were cutting your hair? Like, what happened? These are new kids that come out with their hair cut. So
I never noticed that.
When I was working in daycare, a lot of kids coming through had that same behavior. It was really interesting to see, but it was always young when they were doing that first cut. I think it's part of like how like they were engaging with everybody else, because you know a lot of those kids, once their hair gets a certain length, you hear all the, oh, your child's a rasta, when are you gonna get it cut off? And when your parent is defending your hair, you feel like that's something you can get away with. And when a child gets the words "get away with" in their brain, they start YOLOing. And I don't know, but after that big chop, something in them goes, oh, you can get things taken away from you. Oh, things can disappear. You can change into a different person. Why not be a different person? That kid is brand new. I don't know. But I do think that dreadlocks on kids is the most adorable thing. I think after my kid gets the first chop, they're going to be in dreads until like middle school. And then I'll let them do the chop again and decide what they want to do with their hair again after that. But like,
interesting. You would let your child get locks?
I let my niece get twists. The only reason why we haven't locked her hair is because her mother was like, you got me all the way.
This is why I'm surprised.
Yeah.
So let's be clear. So one of the ways that I know that people have that stereotype about locks is through conversations with the B. Because when I locked my hair, I'm 4 years locked now. When I first did it, it was different. I had natural hair before, like a fro or whatever. The B was like, yo, I really love your hair. It looks so good. And like, you're low key motivating me to get locks. But my grandma was rolling her grave. I was like, what the heck? I was like offended at first. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, why? But,
culture. It's for the culture.
Even amongst Jamaicans, there is this stereotype
right.
of locks. Like, I want to say wanted to get my hair locked. I stopped for several reasons.
Why?
Don't beat me up, y'all. I don't feel like, of course, hair is beautiful and it's all its forms, but I'm a very big aesthetics person. And I don't feel like my hair is dense enough for locks. Does that make sense? Y'all feeling me? Y'all understanding me?
That makes sense, yeah.
B, when I mentioned to my mother that I wanted to get locks, she was like, you know what, Ashley, I know you're the most pro-black person I've ever met. However, do that after you've established your career.
Oh.
Because people are going to see you, and even though you have that brilliant mind, they're going to judge you when they see those locks. And she is unfortunately not wrong.
The thing is that I feel like dreads are a new business appropriate hairstyle.
I was about to say
Yes.
that's not the same world. Your mom grew up in a different world. Yeah. But so did all our parents. That's part of the...
Definitely.
Because my grandmother had a stigma when my mother locked her hair.
But I feel
Yeah.
like black people within our culture, we destigmatize it. That doesn't mean the rest of the world did and is appreciating us the way we're appreciating us.
Correct. That's why things like Curl Fest exist.
But to counter that, there's a difference between the dreads we know and the dreads that are popular now. So, for instance, we know dreads. So, when I was, case in point, grandma, when I was a child, I got braids put into my hair. African-style braids, usual. And this was the old time when they literally sat down and braided it all the way to the end. Those braids. And she would not sleep in the same bed with me because she said I had dreads in her head, in her brain. In her brain, I had dreads. And that was
Which
the end of
mean
the
you was
conversation.
dirty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so she wasn't dealing with that. And that's also, I've also noticed that today's version of dreads, they are very active with the parting. So they have like very clean parts, very clean separation of each dread. Each lock that's why it's considered locks instead of dreadlocks, because each lock is being taken care of. You can get sister locks, the short ones. You can get locks, but if you let it do what it wants, that's called dreading.
Freeform.
And when you do the freeform dreads, and you sit there and you let it do whatever, and that's the version that is quote unquote unkempt. That's the version that people have an issue with, because I've realized white people need to see your brain. I don't know what it is, but they feel better if they can see scalp. Like,
What about them white men that love black women with bad
they
wigs?
still feel better when they see scalp.
You
It's
can't
something
see
about
scalp then.
you see a part. If they know that there's a scalp there, they somehow need to know that there's a brain under there. Like you have an actually shaped head. In their head, you are shaped like the skull, like your hair. And when they write down what your head looks like, they're gonna put a whole light bulb because they're gonna think that your hair is attached to the sides of your brain. Because they're not used to your hair rising to the gods. They're not used to hair that has its own dimension. So they think whatever your hair down looks like is what the size of your head looks like. You got to show them scalp to be like, yeah, my head shape's the same like yours. You can see there may be like 5 inches of fro, but it's like, it's still here. I still got a regular size head.
I just think proving myself to the white man is crazy.
Hello, because I might not never.
The thing
Not
is,
that
it's
you
not
are,
about,
but, you know.
yeah. Hell no. I don't prove myself to anyone. I just know what they like versus what I like. And I know what I'm going to do in those situations. So, like, my choice has been extensive, separated Bantu knots where I'm, like, doing extensive parting for my Bantu knots. That's how I'm doing my hair. Because I can't make I tried. I really emotionally tried to do dreads. I can't do dreads. I can't do it. It just makes me go, my scalp itches. Because the first like.
Wash your hair.
Well, yeah, duh.
No, I understand what she's saying though. Because
What?
I have really bad buildup. I don't know why, but if my hair is not wet every day, child.
So,
And let's start talking about our hair care now. When it comes to that.
because you do have a point. So one thing that I noticed with getting locks, right? I like to see my scalp. I don't like when my hair is fuzzy, frizzy all the time. I am honestly, like I said, I just grew to fully love my locks, which means even when it's frizzy, even when it's fuzzy, I just grew to start to love it. But it's hard because, like you said, like my hair requires water every day, every single day. But I don't want to wet it every single day because then it's gonna get fuzzy and then I gotta do it again, and I'm not supposed to retwist my hair every freaking 2 weeks like how I still do. But you know what I mean? So it's different care for different hairs.
Yes.
Yeah. And speaking of which, when y'all do for y'all wash day? I'm doing actually in like a couple weeks, like 3, maybe 4.
3.
Yeah.
I did a wash day pretty like last week or so, right before Pride. So I'm pretty due. If I'm not gonna wash my hair this Sunday, it's gonna be washed by the next Sunday. Wash day is the devil's leisure time because he just loves torturing us. That's a day that black women have to torture themselves for an undetermined amount of time. If a black woman tells you she's on hair day, just write her off for the day. I'll see you in 24 hours. It's cool. Like, because
maybe 72.
Honestly, and actually, but yeah, ask again in 3 business days. Like, it is, my hair, if I wash my hair, it will not dry for 48 hours. I've had times where it did not dry for the entire week. At one job, they called me Soul Glow because I was washing my hair. And the conditioner and the leftover conditioner just poured down the back of my neck.
Yeah.
And it was hot. It was nothing I could do. And again, my hair was still wet. But it was just pouring down my neck. And they decided, just let your soul glow. And I was like, y'all.
Wash and go too quick.
Yo, I had to go.
Bro, stop. When I first went natural, y'all. Oh my goodness.
I don't believe in a wash and go.
I've
You
never.
can't go.
Where are we going? We are going out in public for people to tell me, oh, there's white stuff in here. Well, gee, think.
Yes.
I knew that.
Mind your fucking business.
No, dry. Shut up.
It's
It's a windy day.
God.
My wash day is really simple. I'm actually a lazy natural. And I have to disagree with black women when they say that wash day takes a long time.
You just finished saying you're a lazy natural and then say that you cut
Because I wash, I deep condition, and I put in my leave-in or well, it depends. It's either leave-in and then I put in custard and just twist it and leave that for the day or two, or I just put in my leave-in and oil and that's it. I let my hair out. I don't do too much with it.
Oh nah, I'm one of those. If anyone has seen my collection of photos, I am the queen of new things in my hair. If I can figure out how to put it in my hair, I'll put it in my hair. I am also a very big natural queen because I don't take photos when my hair is natural. Not because I don't like my hair natural. There's plenty of photos with my hair natural. I just got other things to do, and it's usually my day-to-day when I'm doing my hair natural. Like, I'm at work. What am I taking a photo at the office for? Leave me alone. So, but when I wash my hair, you have to treat it the day before. There's a treatment hour, there's a detangling hour, there's the soaking hour, there's the rinsing hour, then there's the conditioning hour, then there's the rinse and shampoo because the shampoo has to be done after your condition. So you shampoo so you can get.
Wait, go back. Shampoo after you condition?
Yes.
I'm confused.
Okay, so here's the thing: when
Let's
you're
keep it short,
conditioning, when you conditioning your hair, you get a lot of buildup there, right? So you gotta shampoo just your scalp, only your scalp. I use Dr. Bronner's. I only touches my scalp. That's it. I just put enough to get on my scrub my scalp out, and rinse the rest of it out. And the tiny bit of shampoo rinses out all the excess conditioner. That's too much for your hair.
Wow.
So so your hair will come out a lot lighter than if you had just rinsed it and just kept going. And then you can do it again and you can leave in your actual product. That's after you do that shampoo, that's when you put in your actual products that you want to stay in your hair that won't leave that greasy residue that the conditioner that's meant to go away will usually leave. That's when you leave in the pink oils and your moisturizer. That's when you put in after you shampoo.
No, I'm confused. I thought you were supposed to you rinse your hair after you condition. I thought that how it feels is supposed to be like the moisture that's supposed to stay in your hair.
Yes. That's why you condition twice. You have a pre-poo. There's 2 pre-poos. Where you condition, there's a condition that you do hours before. That's your hot oil treatment. That's every oil, cream, every concoction you want to put on your hair. You just stick it on your hair and you just let it soak. And your hair will choose what it wants and what it don't want. It will choose who gets in the club. It's okay. And once you let your hair choose what's in your club, you rinse off the excess. Then you re-poo it with the things that you need to be in the club. Like, okay, these are all the stuff that your hair likes. Now that I've rinsed it out, what does my hair need? And then you put that in your hair. Make sure that stays in your hair. And that's why it takes a long time because you got to make sure it's in your hair. You got to wait for it to sit. You got to put a little plastic bag on your hair and then a bag over the bag. And you got to sit there and just be like...
Yeah, man, that's yeah.
And let you know that black people don't litter when it comes to trash bags because we all using it for wash day.
Hello, period.
What about you, Lauren?
So I'm a bit of a lazy-ish natural too. I do sometimes do like a pre-condition the night before, depending. But usually what I'll do is I shampoo only the scalp, do like a leave-in while I'm showering the rest of my body, comb my hair in the shower. I have like a specific tangle teaser brush that I use. Wash out that conditioner, put in a leave-in, then have like one of those like terry cloth like towels that I'll like dry my hair with. Just like let that sit. I don't like do any of that or anything like that. We'll let it get maybe sort of dry before like, and if I'm going out, then I'll use a diffuser with like some like products in it, or like with like a gel, and then we'll like hit it with that, but only with cool air. I won't use like medium or like hot.
Yes.
Okay.
I stopped using any kind of heat, like, so I don't use heat to dry my hair. When I used to, my curls would come out a lot more frizzier if I did it with cooler air. Yeah, it took a long time,
but it was a safer curl.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Kitty. I feel like there's so much to talk about. I feel like we need a part 2 for the hair.
Okay, so
we
might
because there's so much I want to ask, especially when it comes to heat, protective styling. Oh my god!
Yeah.
But Kitty, you go.
Okay. So for locks, I typically shower while I wash my hair, but one thing I'm noticing now is like really heavy, so you kind of got to do it in sections. So I like to part down the middle, and I part down the middle in shampoo. So I'll do one side, other side, rinse. I keep doing that like 4 times because I got to get from root
All
to
the way down.
the bottom. And yeah, it's really frustrating actually, and makes my arms hurt a lot now. It's a bit much.
Yeah, don't get into a fight with a black girl with natural hair. I promise you, she got arms.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
She's from Brooklyn, y'all.
And after that, when I do my conditioner, then again, still in the shower. Now I separate them into 4. So then I condition them by group 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I like do this weird bow tie thing with my hair. I put it on top, and then I let that deep condition for a little while. Rinse that out, and then after that, I oil it, I moisturize it. After I dry it just a little bit while the hair's still very wet, I oil it, moisturize it, and then let it dry. And sometimes I'll just give it a couple minutes to air dry, let it air dry for like 30 minutes, and then I'll get under the hard top. Because it will not dry for days. I shit you not, my hair will not dry for days.
Yeah, no.
If I just leave it to the elements.
My hair will dry only on the outer perimeter of my hair, so it'll be like the atmosphere of my hair is dry, but like the molten core is still nice and soaked.
Okay, yeah.
Bro, so, goddess, I think we're going to have to come back. So, guys, we have to leave. I know you miss us. I know. I promise next time we'll be back. You're listening to Metropolitan Black Nerds, Metro Blurds. We love you.
Thanks for joining.